there is a bias. There is a notion that power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. But my whole thrust of my work is that we should not run away from the power of the heart when combined with the mind, but particularly the heart is important because it modulates, it tempers the use of power.
Well, you are a student of Qigong, and I've studied some Qigong, at least enough where we were led to believe that the center of power isn't the heart, it's the called the dantian, or the solar plexus area.
Yeah. Well, in a lot of Qigong practice, as well as the practice that I do, that the dantian, or the abdomen, lower abdomen, or the hara in Japanese, is the battery. That's the repository. This is where qi is stored. But in point of fact, we're not components. We're an integrated system, right?
Yes,
and
indeed.
so the gut, the heart, and the mind and the brain all work really synergistically together. And this is what I've discovered in practicing Qigong, is the enormously interesting practical applications. For example, in business, in negotiation, in the architecture of strategic alliances where trust is absolutely essential, in dispute resolution. In each of these areas, heart, when you reintroduce heart in the sense that I'm using it, it has profound transformational applications in each one of these very practical domains of knowledge.
Well, we started by talking about the intelligence of the heart, and there's a sense in which the heart has ears, the heart has eyes, it can sense things, perceive things is probably a better word, that the mind often misses.
Well, that's true, and you can easily demonstrate this in about 30 seconds. For example, all you have to do is take the image. I just use this as one of many ways you can do it. The image of a moon quietly shining over a still lake. And you take that image into your heart and you quiet your heart. You quiet your heart. We learn about quieting the mind. But if I am correct, as some of the Qigong masters suggest, that the heart is the governor of the mind, then you get a twofold. Because if you quiet the heart, automatically the mind quiets down. And the minute you then stop the practice, you see connections in ways that you never saw before, because the heart is an integrative faculty. And so you begin to pick up changes and perturbations in called a field effect. And you see relationships that you didn't before, because the heart is quiet and therefore the mind becomes quiet.